Yesterday we were down like 20k. Yesterday we were down 20k. And if I stopped there and I was out, right? I hesitated before I entered the trade today, I wouldn't have made this 45k. Right? Think about it. Your big winning trade always comes after a losing streak. But because you hesitate and you freeze when the opportunity appears, you could potentially miss out on your big boy winning trade right there. What up, professional gamblers? So yesterday we took a L. We lost about 1.5% yesterday, right? Bite the L, learn from the L, and we have moved on from the L, right? I don't like to focus on the past. I don't like to focus on the future. I only care about the present, right? That's who I am as an individual. Calm, collected, economist, trader, all right? So today I went on to charts and I saw GU has a huge opportunity. But I missed it because I was at a bloody gym, right? Sometimes you gotta hold back from the trading gains so that you can get the body gains, right? The physical gains. But anyways, I saw price actually surging up just like this after I came back from the gym around like 3:30 p.m. And by that time, bro, market is already like somewhere up here, right? But anyways, what happened was that price pretty much came down here, made this pullback here after this market shift, which means that price is potentially just pulling back to the last 15-minute demand. And then pretty much pull back to this last 15-minute demand, swap the liquidity that we have on the left-hand side, right? You can see this nice little equal lows getting taken out right now. And then once you got the liquidity sweep, right, this demand zone actually held itself, and then price boom to the upside, right? You can see it was like a straight push up, and then price pulled back to the previous demand zone that swapped liquidity before pushing up again, right? And since then, it has been like a very straight push just like this. You can see the price delivery is quite bad, right? Which means that it needs to come back into balance again, right? Which means that it needs to start pulling back to some form of point of interest around here before price actually pulls up. And since we missed the initial trade opportunity, I am not sitting there and lamenting on, oh, maybe I shouldn't have went to the gym. Maybe I should just sit here and like waited my ass off. No, I'm just going to be thinking about what should I do right now in this situation. Well, the rational decision is to just wait, right? Is to wait for the next opportunity to come up, which is going to come up once price starts pulling back, right? Because like I said earlier, the market moved from imbalance to balance to imbalance again, right? So in order for it to sustain this huge bullish momentum, it needs to make like a tiny little pullback, right? So that smart money can scale in, right? Get in at like a better price before the next leg can push to the upside, right? And that's what I'm looking to write. I'm looking to write this next leg right here. Because since then, since price has just taken out this block before liquidation right here, it has pretty much given me confirmation that demand has overpowered the supply, right? Which means that this pullback is indeed over, and right now we are about to go to the bloody moon. Okay, but like I said, before it goes to the moon, it needs some fuel, right? So I'm betting that price is gonna get some fuel at this price point right here. Okay, so yeah, just patiently waiting again. This time round, not gonna rush into anything. Yesterday we kind of rushed into it a little bit, right? Got a little itchy fingers yesterday, but yeah, remember, reckless literally kills profits, right? Recklessness kills profits. Patience pays profits. Patience pays off. Okay, that's it. Yo, we literally just got off a coaching call, got off a meeting, immediately start shorting this bitch, right? Because I was trying to play this pullback right here. Because I was like, wait, price is going to start pulling back to this point of interest that I've marked up right here. So why put this to waste? Why not try to capitalize on this pullback as well? And then later on, then I will look for long positions, right? So I entered for a sell. Let me see the price point I entered for a sell at. Around 1.3629. 1.3629, so that's around like... Yeah, so enter for a sell right here, right? This is technically where my stop loss is, right? And you can see this trade doesn't have like the best risk to reward ratio, to be honest with you, right? But it's like that one trade where you got to trust your instinct, right? It's like you kind of know that price is going to be pulling back to this point of interest right here. Once again, because I've seen this played out thousands of times. And that is how I define traders' intuition. It's not this woo-woo thing. Rather, it's subconscious pattern recognition, right? It's like you've seen this pattern play out 1,000 times, right? You see price always pull back to this point of interest and then start shifting upwards at this timing. That gives me like the confidence to actually short it down here, even though this is like not the best trade with like the best risk to reward ratio, right? That, my friend, is why you gotta trust your instinct sometimes. But the thing is, there's a difference between instinct and your mind playing tricks on you. There's a difference between instinct intuition, right? Real trading intuition and emotion, right? It's like I didn't got in here because I was FOMO or I was greedy or fearful. I got in because I've seen this pattern play out 1,000 times, right? It's like I know for a fact that price is going to pull back to this demand zone that I've marked up right here. And I have so much confidence because once again, I've seen this happen countless of times already, right? Like whenever we got this market shift to the upside right here, price tends to pull back. And if price is going to pull back, where is the next obvious point of interest that price is going to pull back to? This one that I've marked up right here. And also when there's such a huge amount of imbalance that we have on the left hand side, like I said, price has to fill up the imbalance right here, mitigate this demand that I've marked up before pushing to the upside. That is why I'm short-term bearish, right? Just playing this pullback right here. It's funny because like I was actually talking about this with my students on a coaching call early on. And then right now, price just come down into this point of interest, and now I'm going to switch back to longs, right? So it's like, I'm just short-term bearish, right? I'm just flowing with the market, and then eventually I'm just going to pivot to longs. At any point of time right now, price can just switch bullish, right? So it's like, man, I just want to catch this small move and just get the fuck out, man, to be honest with you, right? So, let's see should I get out right here? Let me see. Nah, not really, just going to hold it all the way down here. I think this is a good point of interest. In fact, let me see. Am I getting overly greedy or what? Right, because we know that price is potentially going to pull back to at least this point of interest right here. Okay, cool. It's going to pull back to at least this demand zone before the next move actually happens, right? So I'm just feeling scared right now. I just feel like taking profit right now because I'm up 25K just so that I could offset the loss that I incurred yesterday. And this is me being super duper rational and aware and mindful. Right, I know for a fact that my emotion is talking me out of a good position right now. Right, it's talking me out of a winning trade. It's not my rational mind speaking. It's just me trying to trade my mental well-being rather than trading the market for what it actually is. You can see, like this level of conscious awareness is something that you can't fake, right? And it's something that you can only develop through time, right? It's like I have pretty much outlasted in this game. I've like played this game long enough that I don't feel the compulsion to act emotionally and recklessly anymore, right? Because I'm just so numb to this shit, right? So what happens is that I'm just pretty much going to be very patient, waiting for price to come down to this point of interest right here, right? Sticking to my TP, sticking to my guts, and then just pivot my position once price come down here and show me signs that it's actually pushing up. Okay, all right. Let's see it. Let's see it, guys. All right, let's see it, man. Bro, this lighting is crazy. Like, look at how big my bicep look right now. What the fuck, man? Man's jacked as fuck, bro. What the fuck, bro? Bro, what the fuck, man? Not gonna lie, feeling a little bit wobbly right now, right? Once again, it's the fear of leaving money on the table that is speaking to me right now, man. It's not me. It's the fear, the tiny little voice within my head just lying to me, right? It's like you need to develop so much conviction in your trade that it should be louder than the tiny little voice in your head speaking you out of a good position. And the only way you can develop that conviction is by, like I said, giving yourself sufficient evidence to trust your gut, right? Like the reason why I can trust my intuition right now is because, once again, I've seen this play out so many times. Like I know exactly what's going to happen next, right? And with certainty, right? Even though the market is uncertain, right? Because I feel that the market is going to do this, it kind of reassure me, right? Like it kind of get rid of the fear. If you think about it fundamentally, what is fear? You can only experience fear if you're uncertain of the future, if you are stepping into the unknown. But if you can really accept the fact that trading is a probabilities game and you know that over the law of large numbers, your edge is in your favor, what happens is that it just completely eliminates fear, right? Because now you just know that like over the long run, your edge is going to play out and you are going to become profitable regardless of the trade outcome, regardless of whether I win or lose this trade or not, right? I'm just going to end off this month profitable. That's the level of conviction, the balls deep conviction that you need to have in your trade ideal, man. Man, we're up 32K right now, man. Like I said, if I take profit right here, I'll just be pushing it out, right? Like, think about it. Do you want to be a pussy or do you want to be a hero to be remembered forever, right? Obviously, be the bloody hero, man. Take the sword, slay the dragon, save the princess, metaphorically, win the trade, and get your status game up, right? win the bloody war, my friend. If you actually take profit early right now, right, you close a profitable position, you might win the battle, but you lose the war. You might be right now, but you are wrong in the long term, right? Because if you keep on taking small profits, guess what? You are 99% right, but you're 100% wrong because you're staying in your comfort zone. And if that's the case, your wins will always be small and your losses will always be huge. And how do you expect to get consistent profits when your losses always outweigh your profits? It just doesn't make sense, right? Like I said, just do your research, do your preparation, develop boss deep conviction, and then just hold the trade all the way to TP. Like just let it do its thing, like let it breathe, right? So set and forget right now. TP is already in place, right? Just going to step away from the table right now before I do anything stupid, Boom! There we have it, guys. 40 bands. 42 bands right now, bruv. Let me see. We are going to start to switch to long soon, right, guys? We're going to switch to long soon. All right, just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more. Just go in there and like tap me out of that trade right here. Come on, just a little bit more. 47k, right? 47k at the moment. Look at that. 45k is fluctuating right now as it is about to hit the TP. Right, man, this camera is so good. What the fuck? Look at this. Look at how clear this thing is. Now you guys can actually see the profits in bloody 4k, bruv. Oh my days, 46k right now, bruv. Alright, so yeah, I'm just waiting for price to just hit the TP right now. Like just cross the line. It's only a matter of time, right? Right now it's 8:30 already. Yeah, so we are potentially gonna switch to a long position soon if price give us sufficient reason to do so. This game is actually rigged, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, you can see at any point of time right now, you can just start reversing against me, man. So I'm just gonna like manually close some of these positions right now. Right, we secured about 28k at the moment. Right, let's secure the remaining profits soon. 28.5k right now. I'm just busy managing the positions, guys. Like, don't talk to me, don't touch me. I'm locked in, bruv. I'm just locked in, bruv. Super locked in right now, man. Yeah, you can see price eventually just coming down there. Smash our TP real quick. Big man things, bruv. 30k, 35, 30k, 45. I want to get out at like the most best place, right? Like people always talk about, oh, your money is made from the entry. No, your money is made from the exit. If you're able to manage your risk properly, right, and you make a fuck ton of money when you win, you're gonna make sufficient money. Boom. We just got all out of all of our positions. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Just made about 45k. Right, you can see this. Bro, this is mad, man. Let me just zoom in for you guys to see. Yesterday, we were down like 20k. And if I stopped there, and I was out, right? I hesitated before I entered the trade today, I wouldn't have made this 45k, right? Think about it. Your big winning trade always comes after a losing streak. But because you hesitate and you freeze when the opportunity appears, you could potentially miss out on your big boy winning trade right there. That's it. This is why I say you gotta continuously execute your edge. Because you never ever know when it's gonna be that lucky day where you're gonna win the trade, right? You just don't know because there's like a random distribution between wins and losses. In fact, there's like a bell curve distribution between wins and losses. Like if you think about it, fundamentally, there's like this bell curve right here. And sometimes you're gonna take a big L. Sometimes you're gonna take a big W, right? And the thing is, it's so randomized. You never ever know when the big W is gonna come. But if you give up when you encounter a losing streak or you encounter like a series of losses, guess what? You could potentially miss out on like the big winning trade that could potentially pay off like the previous 10 losses, right? Because you hesitated, you freeze, right? You were scared, you were too much of a pussy. That's it. Right, so right now, since we got off the trade over here, potentially gonna start looking for longs, right? Like I said, the goal was to enter for like a buy position like somewhere around here. And judging by the current momentum, it seems like it's going down, huh? If it actually goes down even further, it'd be great, right? Because this is the point of interest that I want to enter the longs from. Maybe like when the New York session opens, right, around 9:30 p.m., like 1 hour from now, the market is going to start trending higher, right? And then price is potentially going to go up there and even take out this high, right? I do think price is going to take out this high and will come up to this next supply, right? So this is where I'm going to be placing my TP on this next trade itself. Okay, because like I said, if you look at it from the higher time frame perspective, we got a market shift, we got price sweeping liquidity, we got price mitigating this point of interest, and now it's just a matter of when is it gonna like continue this bullish momentum to the upside, and then that is where we are gonna be in the position, right, being able to capitalize on the luck. You can see, like right after I got off the winning trade, I'm not sitting there and celebrating with champagne and going to the club. No, I'm locked in, right? I don't care about what happened on that previous trade, right? It doesn't matter, because once again, all I care about is just executing my trade plan. So if I see a setup that matches my trade plan, it doesn't matter how much I've made, doesn't matter how much I've lost, just execute, right? Straight up, just execute. Just to recap, made about 45K today, right? 45.9K. Damn, it's like $20 away from like 46K. By the way, this is a pretty good number. I'm gonna take it, right? Like I said, if I actually stop trading after yesterday's loss, then my friend, I am not trading the market. I am trading my mental well-being. The market is trading me, right? But because I'm able to just detach from the outcome of the trade and just focus on becoming a skilled trader, focus on executing my trade plan, the market just reward me for my discipline, for my focus, for my hard work. That's it. That's it, guys. That's the secret sauce. That's the holy grail.